Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So today, back in the shed, reviewing this fella from Brampton Brewery. And I need my wife to sort out the settings on EE because I can't bring up the bloody details. Annoying. I've got little hints off the internet, so I'll have to go along with that. So yeah, I'm not even sure where Brampton Brewery is from. I got it from adventurebeer.com. Chesterfield way then. Yeah. This is a premium mild ale, 4.9%. And let's crack it open. So it has been a long, warm day. Jesus, and tomorrow's going to get really warmer. But I had some good news last night. So somehow my hot tub got 2 holes underneath and 2 holes on the inside. So I don't know what happened. The conspiracy theorist in me thinks someone's been in and done something, but God knows. And anyway, we'd already patched up the hole on the inside using super glue, and but it still wasn't going up properly. So then I did the hole on the outside, and managed to do it yesterday and get it. And when you turn the bubbles on, it's ever so slightly blowing up the bloody plastic of the actual hot tub. So it makes me think that when I repaired the inside slit, somehow I've closed something off, and the air's going either into the balloon, into the actual hot tub inner liner. So the only worry about that is if I put it on for an hour, does the hot tub blow with me in it? So anyway, filled it up last night, put cold water in, put the bubbles on, seems to be alright. So tonight, I'm going to fill it up, put hot water, give it a good clean, put hot water in and see how it goes. See if we can just get to the end of the season with it, and then go and buy another one when they're a lot cheaper, because they're cheaper in the winter months when no one's buying them. It's like everything, isn't it? It's always cheaper when it's out of season. So, chestnut pour, whitehead, roasty flavour, see if I can bring up any more information. I can't bring up any from. Bring up adventurebeer.com. Adventurebeer.com. It's these sites that have the 18 thing on the sites. See, I can go on Adventure Beer. Okay, yeah. Stupid, isn't it? Makes you laugh, doesn't it? Bloody things. And funnily enough, oh yeah, Brampton Brewery, there we go. Ale that's brewed with a passion will be consumed with a passion. Fair play to that. Oh, really nice, for me, a nice traditional beer with definitely some chocolate and coffee going on in there. And is it on here? Oh, come on, don't let us down. They do a lot of beers, I'll say that about them. Here we go. So £3 a bottle is what I paid for it. And it says here, extravagantly rich, premium and mild ale. You'll wonder how we get it all in the bottle. Roast coffee, toffee, chocolate and abundance, balanced out to a characteristic sweet finish. 4.9%. So, been took over this week by a new company, and it looks like we've been shafted, because the old company, somebody, when you've been tupied over, you're supposed to keep the same hours. Well, we're not. And it looks like we've been shafted, or they can just change it at will. And so I know employers have got rights, but employees should have rights as well. You know, it's not our fault we're being transferred over. And I don't know. Although, maybe another week and a half there, no one's had to suffer it any longer anyway, so that'll be a good thing. Oh. So, definitely, good chocolate in there, coffee. Quite nice, for me, a nice traditional beer, but with good flavour. Definitely a nice pub beer, sitting in the pub, you know, drinking it. So, it says here, building on the dreams and ambitions of the original Brampton Brewery, the team here have taken the inspiration of the Victorian brewing legend and adapted it to the taste and demands of the 21st century Britain. The result is a rich, handcrafted collection of award-winning, cask-conditioned ales and craft beers, each defined by their own unique character, yet all sharing the same intense charm and entertain. So you've got Brampton Mild, let's have a look through them all. You've got Speciale, Tudor Rose, Curses of the Bambino, I'm sure I've got that somewhere. Yes, I have. Brampton Best, Brampton Kuiper Belt, Brampton Monoclod, Mutineer, or Monocled, Griffin, Jerusalem, Terminus, they're all called Brampton something, Wasp's Nest and Stout, so good range. And 6 bottles for £17.50, and if you live in the Nottinghamshire area, you can get your deliveries for free, I think, still up to £15 delivery, so that's good, you know, if you live in Nottinghamshire, pretty decent. Bloody hell. I think I'm going to go and sit inside in the shade. I was going to do some gardening, but not in this weather. It's too hot. I'll go upstairs, have this beer, go upstairs, upload the video, go and lie in my bed and fall asleep. Oh. So I would say, certainly for the last year, I've had a lot of anxiety. But certainly for the last few months it's been bad. At the moment now, I'm actually back on both sets of tablets that I've got. And luckily I've got some old tablets lying around from the old days when I had it. And this time I'm going to get myself right. Which means probably a few less reviews, because you can't be drinking beer and taking stress tablets. It's not good for it's not good. Although actually, the doctor never says to me you have to come off your tablets. He just says keep it in moderation. So I should try to. But obviously at the moment, a lot of people are going through the same sort of thing, you know, up and down the country. A lot of people worried, stressing, anxious. You know, mental health is at the moment is I bet it's through the roof all over the country. And even though the deaths are gradually coming down, it still is, you know, it's a scary time. It's certainly wiped out a lot of the vulnerable population. But you know, sometimes you think to yourself, is it the plan to get rid of, you know, because these nightingales are staying open, hospitals, is it the plan, you know, in some ways, to thin the population? You've got to wonder sometimes. Let's be fair. Governments, employers, never tell you the whole truth. So they act all nicey, and promise you certain things, and then it never comes off. And the funny thing is, in the job I'm in now, I was promised certain things. I'd never left my old job. It was a challenging job, my old job, but it was better than this job. And I was promised a lot, and it never came to fruition. There was talk, it never came. And the wages are okay, but let's be fair. It's not about the money. It's who you work for, respect, the right job, doing the right work. And over the next week or two, and then also, in a workplace where you've had bad experiences, and I've had some really shite experiences this last year, sometimes that workplace is so tainted that you just need to get out, and that's where I am at the moment. It's like, can't take it no longer. And I foresee a lot of trouble there, I do. Some of their own doing, but interesting. And sometimes things are done to force people out, to make it so awkward that to get that door open and get you out, and so that you do leave. You make sure it does make you wonder with companies. But same with governments. Do you trust any government? No, not really. There's always a hidden agenda. Just recently, 900,000 public service people got a pay rise, but the NHS nurses didn't. Which, doctors are already on a good wage, let's be fair. But the rest of the NHS, there's a lot of them on shit wages. And you think to yourself, these people have bailed Britain out. Stopped a lot of people from dying. Pay your dues. All this clapping for the carers is a load of bollocks if you're going to pay minimum wage all the time. And it's funny because a lot of the people who are lower paid are the ones that are actually the critical workers. So looking forward to. I've got some. I can't say too much because people watch my YouTube channel. People who are a bit too close to me watch my YouTube channel, so I can't say all that I want to say. Once I'm away from this job and other jobs, I can say what I bloody like, and I will. But very interesting few days ahead, and we'll see how things pan out. In jobs, most jobs you look on the horizon and you think, I'm not liking this, I'm not liking where the future lies. And sometimes you read it wrong and sometimes you read it right. And, with the likes of, I used to work for Nottingham City Council, and that went downhill massively after I left. And it's a disgrace now. Nottingham is a disgrace. For a city that won Britain in Bloom, the whole city is just absolute dive. God knows what they're paying the gardeners to do, because I just don't see what they're paying them to do, because there's no one, it doesn't seem that no one's doing any gardening these days. Have they all forgotten how to use a weed killer and strimmers and stuff? And we pay our taxes for all this. At the end of the day, we pay our council tax. That's never gone down because the service has gone down. The problem is with a lot of jobs, there's too many managers, too many chiefs, not enough Indians. And basically in the job I'm in, it's the same sort of thing. You've got a client, you've got the contractor, and you've got us, the minions, and that piggy's in the middle in a war And there's talk behind the scenes, and you're being forced into a situation. Well, like most people, when you read what's happening and you know what's happening, you think to yourself, well, I'm not being held ransom to these people. I'll do my own thing, and that's what I will be doing over the next week or two. And then I might be a happier bunny and come out with some really good reviews, some not so negative reviews, shall we say. Yeah, they have been a bit negative recently. I do apologise for being a boring old bastard, talking shit about work. And hot tubs. So this has been a bit of a tour de force. Obviously, I don't know Brampton Brewery, and I do apologise for swearing on your review video. My videos, reviews, if you do what anybody from Brampton watches this, are a mix of review and basically pub talk, like a virtual pub chat, because there's a lot of people who still can't go out, still sat at home, and then there's a lot of people, just want to listen to someone just talk and not listen to the media who just want to stir shit all the time. And celebrities who stir shit crap as well. And you think, of these celebrities, look at Lewis Hamilton. He's a mega millionaire, and he talks about, I wasn't brought up right, I'm struggling. You think, fuck off with you. You've got about 50 million, well, whatever he's got in £1,000,000. I come from a rough estate in Nottingham. I've never had nothing in my mouth. I've worked for every bit of my life. I mean, yes, obviously he's a racing driver, so he's gone into the right thing. But a lot of these people talk rubbish. I mean, a lot of rich people who say, "Oh, we've struggled." Yeah, of course you have. Yeah, your mums and dads have given you a life that poor people could not have. And there's the thing: there's a lot of poor people out there, people from poor backgrounds who have never had any of these things. And would love to be furloughed and sat at home instead of having to go to work, putting their lives on the line. Ugh. If I was Prime Minister of the country, Jesus Christ. Then again, I'd probably be too straight. Politicians are politicians because they skate around things. Most normal people, like ourselves, are straight to the point, and and sometimes that can be the issue. So, thoroughly enjoyed this. It's been a fantastic 18 minutes of drinking, and to be honest, a decent pint, you can't drink a decent pint in a few minutes because you want to enjoy it. So, it's a great looking pint, chestnut with a white head. I hope it is chestnut. I'm not. My colours are sometimes a bit off. Roasty coffee chocolate on the nose. That follows through into the taste. And overall, a really nice pint that's gone down well. And I've totally enjoyed it. So my first beer from Brampton Brewery, although I have got the Curse of the Bambino, which is a 4.4% American IPA sat in the background, so we'll do it at some stage. Another adventurebeer.com beer hall beer, which is great for me in Nottingham because I love their business model, because it is, especially in this day and age, it is a good thing to be doing. And I do wish them the best. The bloke who runs it is a sound bloke. He's obviously, like most people, trying to make a living. Cracking job, delivering beer, and going to breweries and visiting breweries and getting the beers and, I'm in the wrong job. I really am in the wrong job. Hey. If ever you watch this and you need someone to be a lackey full time, I'm there for you. But anyway, out of 5 for me, fantastic quality beer. It's hit the spot. I feel quite mellow now. That 4.9%. Yeah, Jesus, my eyes are getting worse. Yeah, the 4.9%, it really hit the spot. Good aroma, good taste, and made me think of better days in the pub. Less stressful days. I'm looking forward to a near future, and it is coming, where a new job comes, new project. Like most people, and certainly people, when you get to a certain age, you don't want to be lacking, for the sake of words. I want to be creating. I want to be, winning awards, because you can win awards for gardens, and making something so amazing. Landscaping areas, making new gardens. There is so much in gardening that you can do. And for a budget as well, because budget's obviously quite, for any business, especially at the moment, budgets are a thing. Definitely where I'll be going. Although I can't reveal all, because tomorrow night's the first, and see where we go from there. All very cryptic. So, bang on beer. Loved it throughout, really enjoyed it. It's just, I tell you what, I feel half tanked. And it is the first beer of the day at 5 o'clock. So obviously I'm at work till 4 now. Next week I'll be at work till 4:30 if I'm there still. Fucking hope not. And yeah, I love the two managers. I think they're fucking sound managers, but when they try and change the hours on the sly, it's a bit naughty. And it's like no one's sticking up for you. And yeah, very naughty. So what are 2p regulations for? I don't know. But hey ho, once you're out of a bad situation into another situation, it's better. And sometimes it's better to go with the devils you know than devils you don't. And I've learnt that. That's what I've learnt this last year. Painful year learning at 49. 49 years old now, learning a valuable life lesson. Foresight. Eh? It's a thing none of us have got. I mean, it's like the government at the moment. They're blaming the government for this, they're blaming the government for that, but coronavirus is a one-off, once in a generation thing, hopefully. And obviously none of us knew what was going to happen. I mean, 6 months ago, if you'd have said to anybody, we're going to have a lockdown, there's going to be a million people unemployed, a million more people unemployed in the space of a few months, and possibly 2 or 3 million at this rate, you never know. And the government, the country is going to be on its knees. Europe is on its knees, and you'd have laughed at it all, but hey, it's happened, and Britain are in quite a strong position compared to Europe. It does make you wonder if the Scottish will push for a referendum for independence. I can see it coming. I can see the breakup of the United Kingdom. Whether that will be good for certain countries, I don't know. It's a strange thing. It's because a lot of the money making comes the English side of the border. So it is a strange thing. Although countries deserve their own nationalities, don't they? So yeah, it's a weird one. And you look at it and you think, well, why should London control Northern Ireland? Why should London control Scotland? And same for Wales. Well, why should London control Nottingham? Yeah, it does make you wonder. So, did I already say that? I didn't. I thought 4.5 out of 5. Anyway, thanks for watching this very long review. the hot tub's nearly emptied, so I can start to refill it. Job's good. And we'll speak soon. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers.